It's now the new year, the 2020 year, and we're starting off this year with a project, and it's right over here behind the camera. I haven't shown you yet, and I know I'm going to get to it on this episode. Just stay tuned. Welcome back. All right, I know I've been kind of silent for a couple of weeks there. I've been working really hard, I promise. Maybe I'll get a chance to give you a tour of the little shop here, but I've been working trying to get everything brought over. It's a long ways away from my house, so it takes a while to truck everything back and forth. Anyways, we've got a new episode starting right now. This is going to be an unveil of the new project, the first project of the new year, 2020, and man, it's going to be a good one. I want y'all to see it. So let's turn the camera around and let's get a good look. It's covered up. I haven't revealed it completely yet. But yes, this is going to be the new build for this first episode of this year. And hopefully, keep my fingers crossed, I'm going to have this done in time for everybody's income tax return checks so I can sell it. It's going to get fixed up, cleaned up, and out the door. So, let me take the cover off of it. What we have here is a 2001 Honda Shadow Ace, and it has pretty much lived outdoors, it looks like, for a long time. But it's got tired old saddlebags on it that are all tore up. They need to be fixed or replaced or just thrown away, I don't know. These seats could use recovering. They need to be fixed up. The tires look real good and new. They're real good shape. The paint is yellowing on that, and you can kind of see the outline where it used to have a tank badge. So those things all need to get addressed. Look how dingy the chrome is. Man, just wiping out with my glove, it makes it look better. So those need to be cleaned up. Coming on around, we have a windshield that I don't think I can save the windshield. It's got crackles in it all through there. So we're probably gonna get rid of the windshield. It's got the good 3 headlights on it, and it's got the good floorboards. This motorcycle actually runs pretty well. I don't like the sound of the exhaust. It's kind of like a moped sound. I believe this is a 750cc, and you should be able to read on the side of the cylinders here. It should be stamped in there, but anyways, this is the new project right here. 2001 Honda Shadow Ace. So what is in store for this 2001 Honda Shadow Ace? If you don't know, Honda Shadows come in 2 basic styles. You got your Sprint, I think, and the Ace. The Sprint's going to be more of a smaller bike. This front fender will be just a 4-inch wide simple fender, where this one's a full fender. And the Ace stands for American Classic Edition. It's more of a Harley style, where the other one's more of a Sportster type of bike. Either way, they're basically the same. This one, I think, is a 750cc. It has 4 spark plugs and only 2 cylinders. But of course, I've had a Honda Shadow before. If you've seen one of my other episodes, very reliable bike, very reliable. So what's in store for this? One, get rid of the windshield. That's gonna go. I've got something else for it, and I'm gonna show you the parts. I got a couple parts for it. I'm gonna have to do paint. I'm gonna have to paint the fenders, tanks. I think I'm gonna go solid burgundy through the whole thing. I'm not gonna do the two-tone. I think I have new tank badges on the way. That's one part that's not here, but it's coming. Don't need them quite yet anyways. I think I'm gonna have to do an upholstery job on those seats, all on my own. Seats are expensive. The bags, I might lose the bags. I think I'll go without them. I might, if I can find a set of the leather bags that don't have any of the little blingy stuff on it, I might go for that. Or I'm gonna have to find a set of solid fiberglass bags that I can paint burgundy to put along with this. I think the bags and a different windshield will bring the value of the bike up. It's gonna make it worth more. And that's the point. So here's the thing. I'm gonna fix this up for springtime, sell it, and I'm gonna take that money and put it into the next project. I'm full of secrets here. I've got another project car. It's already here, it's sitting right over there. I'm gonna do my best not to get it on camera because I'm not letting that secret out until it's time to work on it. All right, so for right now, right here, we're gonna work on this. I need to tear it apart a bit today, but first let me go over there and drag out a couple of parts for this bike, and let's see what we got. For the first part, it's still in the box. I haven't even opened this. I got this shipped to me, and I just assumed that everything was good. So let's see if what's in here is what I think it is. Hopefully someone didn't send me something I didn't need. If I can get this box open. Man alive. I'm gonna have to really cut into it. Okay. I don't even think this is a side to get into. Okay. Got a bunch of foam here. That's good. I like it when people package their stuff up right. Yeah. Oh yeah, they wrapped it up good. Okay, let's get it out and take a look here. Right there we have it. New speedometer gauge and a little chrome piece that goes around it. It's pretty scarred up, but the part that I'm interested in is this gauge. So this gauge has a couple of screws right here, and there's a LED readout for your miles, and that one is the paint. This white paint in here is all crinkled up, and the two bolts in there is all rusty. It just looks bad. There's no way for me to really get in there and clean that stuff up. So I found this on eBay. It's a used part, and oddly enough, the numbers on here are actually a bit of a red burgundy color, which is going to be great because the numbers on that one are black. Let me take you over there and take a look at that real quick. Maybe you can see on camera. Hopefully it picks it up. But yeah, it looks like the white paint has chipped up and flaked in the dust, and it's all speckled on top of that LED readout. So yeah, that's one of the things. Let me go get the other thing. Yeah. Okay, so here's the other thing. It's this big old sucker right here. This is actually a new windshield piece. I think it's called a Batwing, but it's got the Harley-Davidson style shape to it. On the back, you can see there's a little tool bag and quick connect clips here that attach it to the bike. Hopefully I can get this to fit that bike. I might have to do a little bit of fabrication there. But yeah, that's gonna go on there and replace that old ugly windshield that's all tore up. Okay, without further ado, I need to go ahead and start taking stuff off. That way I can get into it and see what all's in there, see what else might need to be fixed, something else, how good the battery is, how good the tank is and stuff. So I definitely need to get the saddlebags gone. The seats got to come off so I can start tearing those apart to reupholster those. That's going to be a little bit tricky. I redid that one sewing machine, but I'm not sure if it's going to handle vinyl. I think it's really designed for stuff like cloth only. But we'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, then I'll use a different sewing machine that will work. So yeah, sit right back, I'll tear apart part of this. Let's see how far I get. And just look at that. The bike completely transformed to a great I mean, after taking the saddlebags off and the windshield off, it kind of transformed to a whole different bike. That's really cool how it can morph so quickly. And let me show you something here. What the hail damage does to a seat. So can you see, this is what happens whenever vinyl gets real brittle and then hail comes along and just breaks it. Let me throw the seat back up there. I just saw something while I was doing this and thought, holy geez, this is cool. So yeah, if you just have a single seater right there, you could remove this and run around by yourself, or you could put the passenger seat back on and take your girl with you. Yeah, the pegs there. Man, this isn't too bad. I need to clean up all of this. This is way too dirty for my likings. You can see where the saddlebags rub. That's not good. I might have to remove the rest of this decal thing to clean that up. And this is grease from the chain being flung up on it. Oh, that needs a lot of cleaning. I'll tell you what, I think this thing's going to turn completely around. It looks like a lot longer bike whenever you take off the windshield. It lowers it down. The handlebars are kind of weird to me. It's like, I know they're level this way, but when you get on it and you hold the handlebars, they're not ergonomically good. They need to come down a little bit. Probably about the same slope as the tank here. Man, would you look at that? That looks pretty good. It's just sitting up there and it needs to be mounted a little better. It needs to actually come up. But yeah, it's just sitting up there. Man, that's gonna look good. Let's spin around the other side, see what it looks like. I actually got up on the bike and was sitting behind it, and it's just right. I can't believe it fits so well. All right, so that's the big reveal right now is the bike. I'm tearing it apart. I'm gonna have to do something to sand all those tanks down, primer them, get new good paint on them and everything. I might have to outsource that, maybe not. We'll have to see. But real quick, maybe take you a little bit around and show you kind of what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. I've got a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff. And I've been dragging it all the way out here to set it up to where I can use it and not have to worry about putting it all back up, or it's tough. Remember, I went from a single car garage to this. So this is gonna help me out a lot. Give me room to work and room to spread these parts out and paint them without having to mess anything else up. All right, so yeah, it's not very big. It is big, but it's not very, very big. And I'm gonna pick you up here and flip you around. Let's check it out. Okay, so I built me a workbench along this wall here. I've got a lot of bench top kind of tools like the sander and the bandsaw. And so, yeah, I've been trying to design these benches, these work benches, you know, try to get something here. I got a toolbox here and I got a roll around cart I've put together out of a couple of different toolboxes. And I've got another workbench I put up on this wall. So right here, I've got this little cart. I went to Harbor Freight thinking I'll get me a cart for my welder, and the welder carts themselves are like 120 bucks, and they will only hold just the welder. I've got the plasma cutter as well, so, and that's up there. And it needs to be kind of with this. And so I decided to get this, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this top piece off and I'm gonna turn it upside down. So instead of being down in here and this lid not shutting, it'll be sitting on top of a flat surface. I think that's gonna be the fix. Only bad part about this cart is the wheels are real rickety. The whole cart shakes. It's not like a tipsy-turvy kind of thing. Anyways, and one last little bit. Thought I'd show you the welding cart after I have inverted this top piece. It was like this bottom one, and I think that'll do. I think it'll be okay. I got it kind of just cords off the ground good, and the welder and the plasma cutter kind of organized. I think that'll work for now. Some more benched up stuff and a whole mess. I still have to organize and find a home for all this stuff. I'm gonna put in this corner over here, it's gonna be more metal working. This is gonna be where the welding and grinding is done, and so on. So I got all my little scrap metal pieces here. In this corner, we got a lot of storage. I got a place for my tires and my rims and stuff. I even put my Impala grills up in the top. And yeah, dummied up a couple of motors here. These are future projects to go in some hot rods. This is probably going to be a future project. I don't know how many jet ski fans we have out there. And I did mount my tailgate. You've seen this tailgate in the garage before, and I've got it mounted to where it will fold down, and I can sit on it or put tools on it or what have you. Over here we got my sandblasting cabinet, parts washing bin, and I brought my dry erase board out here to help me keep on track. Then I built these shelves over here. Oh man, they're tall, they're huge. It's going to help me out a lot. This is where I started putting some of my parts. Got the windshield off here and everything. And yeah, I still got to find a place to put that. I do have lights temporarily put in. They're permanently mounted, but I don't have electric in the building yet, so just these lights are running off an extension cord. They're LEDs, so they don't draw much electricity. And I got a pile of plywood and stuff and some 2x4s in this corner. This is the corner where the bathroom's going to be. I haven't got to that yet. It's going to be a little later. But that is the shop. So, took you a tour around the shop. Now you know how I've got room, I can do this stuff now. And the other thing is, I gotta have time to do it. Whew, man, it's a long trip out here, and let me put y'all back down so I'm not shaky. I've got room, I'm gonna do some stuff. We're first gonna hit this bike. It's gonna be a good one. Anybody interested in it, and you want a different color, I might work with you, but you're gonna have to leave a comment here or go to my Facebook page. There's something else I was going to do. What was it? Let me look here. Oh, yes. Okay, guys. I said I was gonna change my jacket, but how about compromise? We're gonna change the hat. We're gonna get rid of this hat. We got a new hat. How about that? This is a deluxe edition hat. It's even got lights in it. Yeah, so I can see what I'm doing. This is perfect for me. Okay, so that was the upgrade for me. I'll get the jacket upgraded sooner or later, guys, I promise. But for right now, I gotta focus on this. And like I was saying, go to my Facebook page, Gordon's Garage on Facebook, or here. You can write in a comment, hit subscribe, like, and the bell thing, and that would help me out a lot. Man, this is gonna be a short video, but I need something for y'all guys to know that, hey, I'm still here, I'm still hanging in, and I appreciate all the fans. So until the next video, y'all have a good weekend.